what would you like to say to someone who is about to spend their first summer here working as a counselor?
There's a mysterious glow all around.
And it's a real difference to kind of your regular life, your hustle and bustle of the cities and stuff like that.
Staff here comes from all over the world, so you're meeting people with all different cultures and different backgrounds.
You don't have to be an expert, you don't have to be super sporty, you don't have to be super artsy, you just have to be super open to learning.
Relay team ready? Ready. Running. Congratulations. You found one of the greatest experiences out there. And with that, you're already halfway there to a really good summer. And with the other half, the preparation half, I might be able to help. My name is Mitja, and I am a former farm camp counselor. And my mission with this video is to just give you a better idea of how it is to work at farm camp and how to prepare for it. And yes, you probably noticed, I am not in camp. And that is because I'm in Finland. And I'm just about to go get some candy, so come with me. Let's start by talking about packing. And when we think about packing for camp, we usually think about two questions. What to bring and how much to bring. To answer both of those, it's really useful to look at the packing list, a document which you're going to get through your email. And it should look something like this one. Let's take a look at the clothing section. There's something that I want to point out to you guys. The first thing being camp gets really hot and also gets really cold, especially during the night and really hot during the day. So you might want to pack for both. Also, camp can get really dirty too. So don't pack anything too fancy because chances are it's gonna get dirty. The next thing being our shoes. I would recommend getting or bringing 3 pairs of shoes. The first being a sports pair, something that you can use for activities and for meals. The second being some kind of hardtop shoe with ankle support, something that you can use for chores with larger animals and for hiking. And third one being just a pair of feel-good shoes. A pair of shoes that you can just put on your day off. Yeah, and maybe the most important part, bring a lot of sunscreen and a lot of bug repellent. Camp gets really hot and it gets really buggy, so you're also going to need those too. But if you follow the packing list, you should be good.
Next up, chores. And some cute baby goat footage. Oh my god, you guys are adorable. Okay, chores. This is the chore list you'll receive where you can list your chore preferences. As a counselor, you'll switch chore halfway through the summer, and kids will rotate chores each week. For more about chores, let's turn to our head counselor, Emily.
Well, you do chores in the morning and chores in the afternoon again. So it's about an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon. And you have a group of 6 to 8 kids that you're working with, and you walk them through the chore period and have them do a lot of the work too, so the kids are involved with the chores as well. And really, the chores are what get this place running. Without the chores, we wouldn't be able to take care of the animals and take care of the farm, and so it's kind of what keeps everything moving.
4 years in, what's your favorite chore?
My favorite chore is bucket chore.
Bucket chore.
Bucket chore.
Explain bucket chore to us.
bucket chore is very difficult to explain. Basically, it involves sanitizing all of the dishes during the meals, so it's a lot of work, but you have a lot of creativity with the kids, and you're able to go really wild. For instance, a few days ago, I made a piñata and I filled it with silverware.
Our ropes coordinator and wrestling knot tying expert Luke will now talk about activities.
So usually we have a few different pretty active activities, so ranging from all-day hikes down to the ocean to capture the flag or just sports in one of the meadows. And then we also have a lot of more laid-back arts and crafts type stuff where you can do friendship bracelets, learn to knit, learn to weave, a lot of cool stuff like that. And then there's also kind of specialty activities like going to the lake or the pool or coming out to the ropes course and doing the tree climb or the flying squirrel, which are both really sweet. Then we also have sort of animal-based activities, and sometimes that's on Fridays, which are our farm days, but other times it's just a normal activity where you go around and you sing to the animals or just check in on some that you haven't got to spend time with, which are also a really good opportunity for some of the kids to get to see that part of the camp.
Great news.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had my favorites. And we're going to use these to illustrate something very important at camp. Here's our aquatics coordinator, Jan, to explain your daily schedule.
We start the day with morning chores at 8 a.m., followed by breakfast and morning singing. Then we have a 2-hour morning activity period, lunch around noon, and then a 1-hour rest period called siesta. Next, we have afternoon activities, and then evening chores followed by showers, dinner around 7, and finally, an evening activity before bed.
Thanks, Jan. And now from tents to blue boxes. This is Camp Life.
I guess before I came here, maybe I just didn't read through the pages well enough, but I wasn't entirely sure that I was gonna have my own tent. So knowing now that I have my own tent, just would have made me apply so much more oh yeah, because I thought that I'd be sharing a space with a bunch of. I didn't realize that I would have my own little space just to be my own, which is really nice.
So obviously we live on a farm, so hygiene is huge for us. So we have showers every day, and to do a shower you gotta start a fire, and you know what, I'm just gonna show you. It's lots simpler. Okay, let's do this. Here we have a shower fire made by one of our fantastic counsellors, Sarah.
Hi.
So Sarah has made a fire in here. This fire heats up this tank, and this tank sends hot water all the way up to the showers up there, and that's how you get a nice warm hot shower.
That's why I said no.
This is a blue box. You'll be spending a lot of time here at camp. It's your bathroom. Just lift the lid up and you're good to go. But don't worry, your kids clean it at unit chores. So, since we just showed you the blue box, I bet you're wondering, where do I wash my hands? A sink, just like other places. We got our soap, and a nice little scrub. Turn our sink on. Yeah, make sure you're getting everywhere. A lot of poop at camp. Basically, our sinks are just holes in the ground. Faucet turns on. What else do you need?
We talked about hygiene, we talked about living conditions, and now it's time to talk a bit about the responsibilities of the counselor job. And for this segment, I have a voicemail from Cara, one of the camp directors. She said it best, so I suggest we listen in.
Being a unit counselor is an incredibly important job at camp, as well as a very fun job. 3 unit counselors will be in charge of 10 to 14 campers within their unit. To these campers, you are a mixture of parental supervision with an almost older sibling type relationship. It will be your responsibility to make sure they are all safe, seen, heard, in the right place at the right time, and hopefully building relationships with the other campers in your unit. There are really 4 times during the day that you will be with your unit. In the morning, you'll be getting campers up and going, checking that they're wearing the appropriate footwear, making sure they've changed their clothes, brushed their teeth before heading out to chore. Then after lunch, or as we call it, siesta, you are really just facilitating a quiet environment so that campers who need it are getting the appropriate rest before the next round of activities. Then, after evening chore, it's really about getting campers through showers, maybe having them tidy up their tents, chatting about their days while everyone gets ready for dinner. And finally, after evening program is through, you will collect all your kids and oversee their nightly routine of brushing teeth, getting on bedtime clothes, and generally getting all tucked in for the night. So, as you can see, it's very much stepping into that parental authority while they're at camp, making sure they are both healthy of mind and body while still allowing them to have free choice and encouraging them to build relationships with you, the counselor, as well as their peers.
Okay, that's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you got some good tips. I hope the preparation is going to be easier now. And to end it off, I wish you a great summer. Farm camp is one of my favorite places on this earth, and I hope you'll feel the same by the end of the summer.